This looks like CGI, but it's not. Everything you're about to see is real, no editing, no effects. Just science that completely breaks your brain. These are 5 real things that look like they were created by a computer. First up, water that freezes instantly. You've probably seen this online and thought it was fake, but I promise you, it's 100% real. It's called supercooled water. When you take very pure water and cool it down just below its freezing point, without any impurities for ice crystals to form on, it stays liquid. But the moment you introduce a disturbance, like pouring it onto an ice cube or even just shaking the bottle, the whole thing crystallizes in a split second. It's like watching Elsa from Frozen in real life. The ice spreads so fast, it looks like a special effect. You can even create an instant ice tower just by pouring the water. It's a delicate process, but when it works, it's pure magic. Next, objects that just float, no strings, no hidden fans, nothing. This is diamagnetic levitation. It sounds complicated, but here's the gist. Almost all materials are diamagnetic, which means they create a very weak magnetic field that opposes any external magnetic field. Normally, this effect is so weak you'd never notice it. But if you have incredibly strong magnets, like neodymium magnets, the repulsive force becomes strong enough to counteract gravity. Scientists have levitated all sorts of things this way, from tiny pieces of graphite to water droplets, and even a live frog. Imagine seeing a small object hovering in midair, spinning silently with nothing holding it up. It's an eerie, beautiful sight that feels like it's straight out of a science fiction movie. It's not anti-gravity, but it's the closest thing we've got. How about fire that burns underwater? This seems to defy all logic. Fire needs oxygen and water puts out fire, right? Well, not always. Certain metals, like magnesium, burn so hot that they can actually split water molecules into hydrogen and oxygen. So when you light a strip of magnesium and plunge it into water, it doesn't go out. Instead, it uses the oxygen from the water itself as fuel to keep burning. The result is an intense, brilliant white light that burns fiercely beneath the surface, surrounded by bubbles of hydrogen gas. It's a spectacular and slightly terrifying chemical reaction. It looks like something from a fantasy world, a magical flame that water can't extinguish. It proves that even the most basic rules we learn about the world have some mind-bending exceptions. Now for something that will mess with your mind, the rubber hand illusion. This is a famous psychological experiment that shows just how easily our brain can be tricked. Here's how it works. You hide one of your real hands from view and place a realistic-looking rubber hand where you can see it. Then, someone starts stroking both your hidden real hand and the visible rubber hand with paintbrushes at the exact same time and in the same way. After just a minute or two, your brain starts to get confused. You begin to feel the sensation of the brush strokes as if they are happening to the rubber hand. Your brain actually adopts the fake hand as part of your own body. The illusion is so powerful that if someone suddenly smashes the rubber hand with a hammer, you'll flinch and feel a genuine sense of panic, even though you know it's not real. It's a chilling reminder that our sense of self isn't as fixed as we think. Finally, the strobe light illusion. Have you ever been in a club or seen a video where it looks like a fan's blades are standing still or even moving backwards while it's spinning at full speed? That's not a camera trick. It's a real-life optical illusion caused by a strobe light. A strobe light flashes on and off very quickly. If the frequency of the flashes matches the speed of the spinning object, your brain only sees the object in the same position every time the light flashes. It connects these still images into what looks like a motionless object. If the strobe flashes slightly slower than the object's rotation, the object will have moved a little bit forward each time you see it, making it look like it's spinning slowly forward. But if the strobe flashes slightly faster, you'll see the object in a position slightly before its previous one, creating the bizarre illusion that it's spinning backwards. It's like seeing the world in a series of frames, just like a movie, and our brain just fills in the gaps, sometimes getting it completely wrong. From instant ice sculptures and floating objects to underwater fire, phantom limbs, and time-bending machinery, reality is often far stranger and more spectacular than any CGI. The universe is full of these little glitches in the matrix, scientific principles that produce results so unbelievable they look like they were rendered on a computer. It just goes to show that you don't need special effects to witness the impossible. Which one fooled you the most? Thanks for watching and subscribe for more reality glitches.